So this is what I feel like today. Because I just found out that I lost my job like 3 days ago. And it was my company just disappeared. We just got an email, company's closing in 2 weeks. The entire organization is just going poof. And I kind of see it like my company was eaten. And last week we just got the announcement that it's getting pooped out. Like, because when I first got hired at my company, um, like shortly, like maybe 6 months after, it was acquired by another company. It was like, and then and then maybe like a couple years later, it was like only maybe like 5 months ago that it was acquired by even a bigger company. Um, Maybe it was a year ago. I don't know. It wasn't, but it was kind of more recent. And it's this huge conglomerate just bought out both the companies, like the original company, the company that bought out that company, and then this huge conglomerate just like some like AI tried to generate of what it was. It's kind of like a shark. I typed in like a small fish eaten by a bigger fish. The AI didn't do it really well. The shark coming in and taking over and eating it. AI does some weird shit sometimes. This one's a little better, but yeah, it's kind of like, what is this one doing? Yeah, and it's just like, I don't know. I tried to do this AI to kind of show like it's like a fish eating a fish eating a fish. Like, it didn't quite generate it so well. Um, but my company just essentially I'm rambling and mumbling because I'm tired because I'm just fucking tired. But essentially, my company just last week got pooped out. Essentially, it was eaten by another company, and now they just shat the company out and flushing it down the toilet now. That's what's happening. This video, we didn't get any information about what happened with the company, and this, I feel like a lot of people are going through this. A lot, like a lot of people are going through just losing their job, and what are they gonna do? They don't even fucking know, and a lot of times they're exhausted already from like working all the time, and then now they have to fucking try to find another job, and it's like that's why I feel like this. It's like, of course, I did go out with a girlfriend last night, and I had one of we haven't been drinking. We've been like not drinking alcohol, but we had one of those THC CBD drinks. They serve them in restaurants now, so we had one of those, and that kind of made me spacey and tired too. But just the thought of having to look for work is just makes me feel like this. It's like, oh my God. But this is what I think happened to my company. Like,
Hi, my name is Paddy Hirsch. I'm a senior editor at Marketplace. Today I want to talk about hostile takeovers. We've seen a lot of merger and acquisition activity recently, companies buying each other. In some cases, those takeovers are friendly. In other cases, they are hostile. So what's the difference between the two? Well, let's have a look. Get up on the board first, hostile takeover. And we'll use a fictitious company for this example. And that fictitious company is Three Little Pigs Software. Okay, here we are, Three Little Pigs. And this is a software company that's been established since the 1960s and has become very successful over the years. They've made a lot of money, and they're now actually worth about $5 million. Okay, so they've done pretty well. Still small, but does pretty well. Large number of shareholders, all of whom we see here in the shadow of Three Little Pigs. And because they've been quite successful, they have, of course, attracted the attention of bigger players in the industry, specifically the biggest player of all, Microhog. Okay, here's Microhog, and Microhog says, quite fancy a little bit of Three Little Pigs action. They've got a nice little business there. So they go. So Microhog's representative goes to Three Little Pigs and says, "Hey, we're really interested in buying you guys. How about we pay you, $5 million and buy you guys out?" And the Three Little Pigs say no. And the Microhog says, "Okay, well, how about 6 million or maybe even 7 million?" And Three Little Pigs say no. We like being an independent company. We like being on our own. This kind of in this little niche. Yes, we may be public, but we like to do things our way. We don't want to become part of you. Microhog thinks to itself, okay, well, that's the friendly part done, so maybe I'm going to have to turn hostile. And what does that mean? Yes, he turns into the big bad wolf. Here's the big bad wolf, complete with teeth. The big bad wolf goes hostile. How does he do that? Well, basically, he has three options, okay? Three ways of going after this company in a hostile way. The first thing is to do a tender offer, okay? The second thing that he can do is have a proxy fight. And the third thing that he can do is have a creeping tender offer. We'll call that TO for short.
I don't think the original company I was hired by, if they knew that this big conglomerate was just going to ship them out and toss them and flush them down the toilet, I wonder if they would have, I don't know, let themselves be sold like that. So I don't know if it was like the big bad wolf, like in dressed in like Little Red Riding Hood. It was just like, oh yeah, we're gonna work with you and like, blah blah blah, and then they just shit him out. Like I don't even know, but some crazy shit went down because literally everyone in the entire company had no idea. They were all blindsided. Regional directors, heads of sales, the entire photographic team, like just that it was like wild. It's like, and it's like a lot of people are going through this. It's like kind of commonplace. Like this video was like written, like made 15 years ago. I'm like, damn. It's almost like it's just become really commonplace. It was commonplace then, it's commonplace now, and yeah, but it's like it seemed like I was making really good money. I was busy. Like I don't know, like it didn't really seem like anything was. I did run into issues where a lot of people were really like a lot of the brokers I worked with were complaining about my company, not the photographers per se, but complaining about the customer service and stuff like that, and confusion and about when they ordered products. And so I guess I don't know. And I remember I wrote an email letting them know I'm getting complaints out in the field, like from brokers, like, I'm just saying. And this was like I wrote that email like 6 months ago, 7 months ago. I tried to tell people like I don't know, and but I do think it goes up way higher than that. Like, but it just sucks being part of the fallout of a merger or an acquisition, which happens with a lot of companies. I've seen it happen several times over my life. But it just caught me. It was just blindsided. Now I just don't know what my next move is, and I I only have like maybe 2 months to find another job. Which isn't, I don't even know if that's enough time in today's market. And uh, so I kind of I feel like this, just like, I gotta look and everyone knows looking for a job. It's just like, and like, I've been a freelancer for a long time, contractor, and I've had a lot of lack of clarity about kind of what I wanted to do most of my career. And I found this job and I realized I liked it because I tried a lot of different jobs over my lifetime, and I found I really liked this one because it was very physical. I wouldn't be sitting in a cubicle all day. I'd be out in the sun, moving, physical, active. Because like so much of my life, I was like driving in the dark to go sit in a cubicle, to go leave at dark And then I'd go get my annual physical, and the doctor's like, "You have vitamin D deficiency." Duh, you know. This one I get a lot. I get a lot of physical activity and a lot of sun, and I really like it. I like that. I don't know. Hopefully, I'll be able to find similar kind of work. I don't know. I'm just so tired. I'm just tired even thinking about like all the effort I'm gonna have to make. Just tired. I just feel so tired. I hate looking for jobs. It's like sucks because like all the job descriptions suck. They age people out. Like I'm a Gen Xer, God help me. And even if I'm like really like competent with computers and shit, which I am, and competent with technology, and I just like a lot of people just don't even give you a chance just because of your age alone, you know? And it's frustrating. Um, so I've got to like deal like and I have to deal with like all this shit looking for work and like sometimes like I liked my job because it was not well, it didn't used to be corporate, but it got bought out by corporate, and this is what happens when corporations buy, you know. It used to be like just like people were chill, it was fun, it was flexible, it paid well, like it was seasonal. But yeah, I've been like my mood has been kind of like anytime you just like don't know what you're doing with your life and like your company folds and like you're like, what do I do? It's just like you feel like shit. You just kind of feel like mm, just tired. I'm so tired, and I have to like interviewing. You have to be all like peppy and energetic, and just I like I'm so tired. I don't even like know how to play pretend to fake some kind of image of just like oh whatever, you know.